to the J.R. Mitchell Report. As we do each and every Tuesday, we welcome in Marion Syverson with Money with Marion. Marion, thank you for being here.
No problem.
Crazy couple of days on the stock market.
Correct.
It is the top news all over the place. A massive sell-off going on.
Yep.
You don't have time to explain all of it, but you're going to do your best to quell some fears about
Correct.
what is happening. And then today you had it going back the other way. So
Right.
a little bit of volatility in the stock market, I'd say.
Okay, so it's good news.
Okay.
The reason why the stock market is up, and not to get into the weeds, but I'm going to get into some of the weeds. The Federal Reserve's job since Hamilton has been to try to make the U.S. economy not just go up and down, but to moderate,
Okay.
especially since the Depression. They've taken their job to mean that when there is no growth going on, they lower interest rates. And in doing that, we borrow more money. And that helps the economy move a little. But when the economy is roaring like it is doing right now, and we got a really good jobs report on Friday, which is part of what started this, the investors realize that the Federal Reserve will raise interest rates.
Exactly.
The reason why that's an issue is because if interest rates rise and I can get a 4% return on a CD, a sure thing, versus taking risk in the stock market and having volatility, some people will pull their money out of the stock market and put it into that CD.
Right.
That's what these lows, these movements are reflective of. I know some people will pull their money out. So when the good news is happening, and there's good news on almost every front, there is no, right now that we know of, no underlying black swan that's going to come and smash us. This is not like what happened in 1987. This is not the financial crisis because of housing. This is just we're doing so well with expectations that 2018 could bring growth at 5, 6, or 7%, that the Federal Reserve is going to pull that back a little by raising rates. So this is good news. The plan for our listeners is you stick with your plan. If we're going to operate on emotion, this is not the buy high, sell low.
Right.
This is the I'm sticking with my plan. I know what my plan is. I'm not freaking out. Okay, so this is all good news. I mean, it's scary, but it's all good news. If you have the nerve, when it's low, when it's down 1,600 points, that's when you say, I'm buying Apple, I'm buying Amazon, I'm buying those stocks because I think they're going to keep going up. It's the time to buy, not the time to panic.
So all the panic once again was started by all the media outlets going, oh my goodness, it's dropping like a fireball. But in essence, it actually is good news.
Well, and there are algorithms set up in large institutions that when it gets to a certain price, the stock that they want to buy or sell, when it gets to a certain price, they dump it.
Right.
So that will then accelerate the movement. So keep your plan in mind. What is your plan? If you don't have
Stay
a
the
plan,
course.
right, get to a planner because that's what you need.
All right, very good information as always.
Thank you.
If people want more, how do they get a hold of you?
NoramBegaFinancial.com.
All right, as she does each and every Tuesday, she gives us the best in financial information. You can get a hold of Marion, and she said at NoramBegaFinancial.com. And we will be right back when the J.R. Mitchell Report returns.